Hello guys, it's been a while and today I'm back with another r/entitled parents. Let's get straight into the video. This one's titled, You Shouldn't Be Holding Hands in Front of My Child. Little backstory here, I'm 14 and a lesbian. Me and my girlfriend enjoy going to the park, however we don't really do PDA. EM equals entitled mother, EB equals entitled brat. Me and my girlfriend, let's call her Rainy, were walking through the park, just talking and looking at memes. We were holding hands and were about to leave when I spot a kid, EV, walk up to us. EV says, "Why are you holding hands? Is she your girlfriend?" This kid is about 8 and me being a babysitter know that kids can be curious. Me, yes, she is my girlfriend. EV, so are you a boy? Me, no, we just love each other. Like your mom and your dad probably do. At this point, EM comes up behind EV. EV, "Mommy, why are these girls in love? I thought you said it was wrong." EM looks at me and Rainy. "No sweetie, they are just friends." EB points at me, but she said that she's a girl and that's her girlfriend. EM looks at me with rage. "How dare you hold hands and confuse my son like that? Now he is going to think that homosexuality is okay." At this point, Rainy and I are stunned. I look at Rainy. "Come on babe, let's go," I say as I turn to leave. EM grabs my hand. Me, "Please don't touch me." EM, "Apologize to my son, this instant." Me, tugs away from this crazy lady. "Ma'am, I'm sorry you think I need to apologize for being gay, but please do not touch me, I don't like it." Rainy then begins walking away, still holding my hand. I feel her hand grab at my hair. Rainy looks at EM. "Get your hands off my girlfriend and leave us alone. Do I need to call the police?" EM, "How dare you speak to me that way? You very homophobic slur. You are going to hell." Rainy, "As long as I'm away from you, I don't care." By this point, one of my friends spot me and Rainy and walks over. Friend, noise. Me, "Is everything okay?" Me, "Yeah, we are just leaving." EM, "That's not true, she assaulted my son." Me, "What the puck lady? I don't even know who you are." EM raises her hand to hit me. Friend restrains her. EB, at this point, he's crying. Rainy pulls out her phone and threatens to call the police. When EM and EV see this, they take off running. I haven't seen EM or EV again, however, now me and Rainy avoid holding hands or hugging near children just in case. I'm speechless about this because, I'll admit, I don't like it when people or couples are all mushy in public. I'm not saying that about gay people or lesbians, I'm saying anyone. I just don't like mushy stuff in public, but holding hands isn't bad. Like holding hands and hugging, like friends can do those kind of things as well, so I don't get why this lady was just all mad. The kid's the one who asked the questions. She should be the one to teach him not to go to strangers and ask random questions. This one's titled, Entitled Parents Refuse to Get Out of My Prepaid Seats in the Cinema. So, I had prepaid cinema tickets to see Avengers Infinity War and I had to get them a while in advance to get the best seats in amongst the die-hard Marvel fans. I'm one of these fans, so I just had to see it. The first time it came out in my local cinema, that means watching it at 12 AM. I entered the cinema rather late during the adverts, not wanting to wait in queue so long and also not wanting to be bothered to watch the extremely boring credits. I wait in line, get my tickets and enter the room where the film is being held. I go over to where my prepaid seat was and I was rather surprised to see a parent with her kid in that seat and the one next to it. I doubted that the seat the mother was in was a spare one for the place. Seemed like it would be completely packed. This was the conversation that was between me, an awkward teenager, and a very obnoxious mother. Mother equals EP, child equals EK, me equals me. Me, approaching the child and the mother, "Excuse me, but you're in my seat." EP and EK, "Ignore me." Me, slightly louder and going to touch the mother on the shoulder to get her attention. "Miss." EP snaps around and glares at me. "What?" Me, Can already tell this will be unpleasant. I'm sorry to bother you, but you're in my seat. EP. Actually, these are our seats. She was very sassy. Me. No, this is my seat. I show her my ticket and show her that it does say the row letter and the seat number. EP scoffs. Well, I am sure that you can find another seat someplace else. We're not moving. Me. I'm sorry, but that isn't possible. I got these tickets weeks ago and paid more for them. I attempted to explain, not wanting to continue this confrontation, for I could tell others were looking. EP raises her voice. Well, I am sat here now, so you'll have to find another seat. Me. Looking around awkwardly and seeing that there won't be any spare seats, I paid for the seats and I would appreciate it if you would move. If you wanted this seat, then you should have gotten it beforehand. EP stands up and gets in my face. You can just see this film another time. I have a child with me. You can't expect me to move. Me looks down at the child, who looks around 8 or 9. Too young to be there at midnight, before looking back up the mother. But I paid for these seats myself. You can't sit here. EK. Mommy, are we not going to see the film? EP. No baby, this boy is just being very rude and is about to leave. Obviously said as a demand for me to leave. Me, not knowing what to do. I hate confrontations anyways, and I have Asperger's too, so this was very overwhelming. The place was filling up more and more and more. Eyes was looking at me and the mother. The mother had sat back down at this point, but I was still left standing. Thank God that someone who worked at the cinema came along soon. Apparently someone decided to get a member of staff after seeing this commotion. Staff equals S. S approaches. What's all the commotion about? Before I could say a word in, she raises her voice and acts scared. This boy is trying to force me and my child out of our seats. He threatened me and tried to hit me. Me. I was too speechless to even respond, not knowing how to. Bearing in mind, I'm obviously awkward and it's very visible that I would never do such a thing. S. Is that true? He asked me. Me. No, not at a... EP. Cuts me off. Yes it is. Have him arrested. She had seemed to forget that there were security cameras and many other people in that cinema room. The member of staff then asked the nearest, who saw everything, what happened, and they told him exactly what happened. After the staff heard this, he asked to see my ticket. I showed it to him and he verified it before turning towards the parents. S. I'm sorry ma'am, but this is his seat and you have to leave. EP. Starts screaming at both me and the staff member about how I'm selfish, at how upset her child was, and that we were ruining his birthday. EK had started sobbing loudly and screaming that he wanted to watch the film. This just made the mother even more upset. The staff member called in security and they escorted out the woman and the child. That child kicking and screaming the entire way out. The staff member apologized profusely and I said that it was alright, although I was on the brink of a full Aspergic attack. I sat down and watched the film. I enjoyed it so much. It ended at 3 AM and I left the cinema, but when I got to the lobby, that same member of staff approached me to inform me on what happened. Apparently, the woman left in a huff as she didn't want to get the police involved and she didn't even have tickets for the actual movie. She had sneaked in from a much cheaper movie beforehand, which also explained why she is in there earlier than most others. They gave me a voucher for a free popcorn and drink for the next time I came, but I doubt I'll be back soon. I still haven't fully recovered from that incident. So guys, the moral of the story here is you can watch movies for free as long as they aren't packed out, as long as you buy tickets beforehand for a previous movie that was on in that booth. And I'm so happy I am not the only one who done this. I used to do this when I was younger, or maybe I still do. Haven't just done it recently. What my friends used to do is we'd do this thing where we'll buy a ticket in the morning times or something and then try to watch as much movies as we could before we got kicked out. Good times. So yeah guys, if you're broke, I'd recommend this, but if you get in trouble, I am not responsible. Me. Own something. Entitled parents. Allow us to introduce ourselves. Anyway guys, that's the end of the video. Hope you guys like, comment and subscribe. I'm trying to do a Herbert voice, but you know, I can do a pretty good Herbert voice, but like sometimes it goes weird. Like, oh damn, oh Chris, I'm over here. Yeah, I think I finally got the voice. Yeah, I can't do it for long. Anyways guys, peace out.